Reality check, man, from your device. Now you know it's a unique one, aromatic, realistic TV. Anyway, today, my viewers and subscribers, we are looking at the arson attack on Garden House. Mark Golding of the Jamaica Labour Party under so much pressure. Andrew Holness and his administration try to burn down Garden House. I will repeat, my viewers and subscribers. Mark Golding and the PMP of the Jamaica Labour Party under some serious pressure. And because of that, it forced the Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his administration try to burn down Garden House. The same Marky G, you know, who the Jamaica Labour Party run up them mouth and say he was a gift to the Jamaica Labour Party. He was a gift to the Jamaica Labour Party. And if we can recall, Damian Crawford and Lisa Anna was polling higher than Mark Golding in their so-called Blue Dot poll at the time. So they said that Mark Golding was a gift for the Jamaica Labour Party. And it did not stop there. They tout and they say he has no charisma. They also say that he's going to be them beating stick. Them saying can't dress. Them say ma preke. These were the words, you know, out of members of the Jamaica Labour Party mouth, you know. He has no charisma. Mark Golding a them beating stick. The man can't dress. Him a preke. He was a gift to them. It's the same Mark Golding make Andrew Holness and his administration try to burn down Garden House. The same man who you say was a gift, you know. The same man who you say not have no charisma. The same man who you say is a beating stick. The same man who you say can't dress. The same man who you call a preke. And the same man now, make you go try to burn down Garden House. We change the narrative. We have some talking points. But I have two clips that I want to show you, Jamaica. I want to show you the clip first, when they try to burn down Garden House. And I also want to show you a clip when the CIA confessed that it was them and Edward Siaga burned down the Eventide home in Kingston with 150 old women in it. And some of those ladies were blind. But the first clip that I am about to present to you guys, I want you to take key notes. Take key notes. And first, I want you to look at the young man stand up. Look at him stand up. And when he stand up, right, in taking time and walk to the building. And when he was taking his time walking to the building, if you notice, the person that was filming zoom away the camera, did not put the camera to bring up the person's face. Them zoom away from him. And when he come and enter the building, he did not have any problem to go inside, because we can see clearly that they leave the door open for him. He has no problem getting. He did not take out a key or a claw bar and try to break off any lock. it was free access because the door already leave open. So he just go inside. And when he go inside, and then the fire and he run out, the camera run with him. The camera not try to zoom him up, to pick him up. The camera run with him. And after the camera run with him and get tired and come back, the camera come in at the building and turn up the camera up in at the ceiling, up in at the door and all of that. No surveillance camera no operate that way. No surveillance camera no operate that way, my people. So I am going to play the clip and I want you to take note and I want you to draw your own conclusion and then we will dissect it after that. Take it away. Just look what is taking place, taking his own time. His own time approaching the door. Camera is nervous. Just look how nervous the camera is, zooming in and zooming out because they don't want to pull him up close. So them push him out. See him gone in at the building. Building was already open. He didn't have any problem to enter. Yeah. See him run out now, the torch, the fire torch, them spray over him head. See him run out now. So the camera should zoom in face. Camera not zoom in face. Just look what they go on inside now. Up in the ceiling all around. No surveillance camera not operate that way. Jaja. So no see what Mark Golding has done to the Jamaica Labour Party. The same man who then call Frefre, Preke, now have no charisma, beaten thick, man can't dress, a gift to the Jamaica Labour Party. The same Mark Golding make the Jamaica Labour Party and Andrew Holness try to burn down Garden House. But I am going to present the clip now to you with the former CIA agent confessing what the CIA and Edward Seaga do to those old ladies in Jamaica.
What in the years that you've been publishing it do you think are some of your most significant revelations? Are there some stories that even shocked you?
Well, I think one of the big stories that we were able to document in some detail was the whole scope of CIA activities, similar to what the CIA did in Chile, and which was documented by the Senate Select Committee, was the whole covert action program in Jamaica in between 1976 and 1980. And we did a great deal of research into that, and we discovered in many ways, a very similar program, almost a classic model that was followed along the lines of what they did in Chile, including three major categories: military, paramilitary activity, the use of propaganda in the media, and the third one, which was economic warfare, using the multilateral organizations, the International Monetary Fund and others, to withhold loans which had been promised to the Jamaican government. This is one example.
What are a couple more of the details of that? You particularly mentioned those first two examples of actual...
Listen this, Jamaica. Listen this keenly, Jamaica.
There was a fire, for example, that took place in Jamaica of an old people's home. I think 150 old and infirmed women, many of them blind, were living in this home. And as it turned out, the place burned down in the space of about 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes. It was discovered that the phone wires had been cut and that the exits had all been blocked. Even those who could see their way out could not get out. That the means by which the fire was set was the use of a petroleum jelly, which was unavailable in Jamaica. This was one indication, among others, that there was outside help. Why would the CIA, you might ask, why would the CIA want to murder 150 old women? It was because it was an effort, part of a very large-scale effort to discredit the government in Jamaica, which was at the time headed by Michael Manley, the Prime Minister. There were images produced of Michael Manley in the media, in the Daily Gleaner.
I am going to play it back one more time, Jamaica, and listen to this keenly.
A couple more of the details of that. You particularly mentioned those first two examples of actual paramilitary activity the CIA was involved in Jamaica.
There was a fire, for example, that took place in Jamaica of an old people's home. I think 150 old and infirmed women, many of them blind, were living in this home. And as it turned out, the place burned down in the space of about 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes. It was discovered that the phone wires had been cut and that the exits had all been blocked. Even those who could see their way out could not get out. That the means by which the fire was set was the use of a petroleum jelly, which was unavailable in Jamaica. This was one indication, among others, that there was outside help. Why would the CIA, you might ask, why would the CIA want to murder 150 old women? It was because it was an effort, part of a very large-scale effort to discredit the government in Jamaica, which was at the time headed by Michael Manley, the Prime Minister. There were images produced of Michael Manley.
So my viewers and subscribers,
media in the Daily Gleaner.
This CIA, former CIA intelligence agent, just revealed something that Edward Seaga joined up with the CIA to bring down Michael Manley and burn down the Eventide home. And this take place between 1976 and 1980. The CIA team up with Edward George Philip Seaga. The CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency. The Central Intelligence Agency and Edward Seaga burned down the Eventide home with these old people. You could say it's an infirmary. And listen what he says, Jamaica.
Keep blazing your fire, fire, fire. Blazing your fire, fire, fire. This is Jimmy Morgan bigging up Aromatic Realist TV. Real about ya here. Subscribe now. YouTube. Boom.
All infirmary women, many of them were blind. The exit were all blocked. And even those who could see their way out could not get out. I want to know if you make this sink in, you know, Jamaica. I want to know if you make this sink in, you know, Jamaica. Old infirm women, many of them were blind. The exit, they were all blocked and barricaded in. And even those who could see their way out could not get out. could not get out Jamaica. So how am I surprised? Aromatic can't surprise of the doings of the Jamaica Labour Party. I will never surprise, because burning down place, burning people alive is in their DNA. You burn down a home, Jamaica, with grandmothers, great grandmothers, and mothers. Some of them were blind and could not see their way around. The only way they move around is by somebody giving them that attention to get them to and fro. And he stated even those who could see could not get out because the building were barricaded, nailed them up. They could not get outside. So if you can kill 150-year-old lady just to receive political power, then why should we be surprised when the Jamaica Labour Party try to burn down one empty building? Who no burn down Eventide with 150-year-old woman in it, some of them blind. Human being in the building, and to burn it down with them. So why would I be surprised? See who know, go burn down God knows, what on some microphone and some decina. Why would I surprise? I can't be surprised. Because burning is in the Jamaica Labour Party DNA. Jamaica, let's take it down a notch and reminisce on these 150 old ladies who were burned to death by the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, Edward Siaga. Just imagine Jamaica when the heat take that building and the fire started, and those old ladies, delicate and fragile skin, feel the heat of that fire. And when the fire burned their skin while they were alive, my viewers and subscribers, home and in the diaspora abroad, we only can imagine the screaming, the moaning, the groaning of agony. Just imagine how they call upon their maker. Lord, come and save us. Lord, come and rescue us. Lord, come and help us. When their fragile skin were burned by the Jamaica Labour Party and their leader Edward Siaga at the helm of it. Think about it, Jamaica. Think about the screaming. Think about the moaning, the groaning, the agony, the pain, the torturing that these 150 odd plus women have to go through before they were dead in this fire. So I am not surprised. I am not surprised of anything that the Jamaica Labour Party has done. Because they will do anything to gain political powers. So let's get back to the first clip. Because it was nationwide. Cliff Hughes run out with a breaking news. Cliff Hughes run out with a breaking news. And anytime him they run out with breaking news, I want Jamaica to watch the trend of Cliff Hughes. Remember when he said Dayton Campbell send man over there and shoot it up, it was only Cliff Hughes of the footage of that shoot up. And the garden house attempted burn down, a Cliff Hughes alone of the footage. Now, in this day and age, when everybody have a cellular phone, it no matter what time of night, somebody go capture you and send out the picture there, either on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or something. And anytime Cliff Hughes they break some kind of political news, it's only Cliff Hughes of those clipping. You know, see, it says something not right. Staged. It's projected. Cliff Hughes need to go to prison for misleading the Jamaican people. But anyway, Cliff Hughes run out with breaking news. The question we are asking, how did Nationwide get the footage? If the camera installed to Garden House, if the camera installed to Garden House, the monitor them inside. So all Cliff Hughes get the clippings before the police, before the Prime Minister, before the leader of the opposition, before the Speaker of the House, Juliet Holness. All Cliff Hughes get the clippings if the monitor record from inside Garden House. All Cliff Hughes get the recording. Second, there was no yellow tape. There was no yellow tape. And when you look at the video, there was no timestamp. So you don't see no number or anything to show you what time it take place. So it appears that Nationwide tamper with the crime scene. It appears Nationwide tampered with the crime scene. Now the big part of this, Jamaica, the surveillance camera look like it have Parkinson's disease. Who are familiar with Parkinson's disease, you know that it's a disease that affects the nervous system. So Parkinson's disease make you nervous, you tremble. So it seems like the camera of Parkinson's disease because it was all trembling. All trembling. Jamaica. All trembling. So you could definitely tell that it was no CCTV footage. It was no surveillance camera. It was a human being stand up with a phone and videoing it and giving the man the go-ahead what to do from what not to do. The reporter has also stated 2 police were on duty and they were both outside. They did not see anything. They did not see anything on the camera. Them said them smell something. 2 policemen were on duty. They did not see anything on the monitor. They smell something and then come round the front. 2 of you is on duty. We have a monitor system inside where you use that to watch. And the 2 policemen, the outside, and then smell something. Cliff Hughes is one of the biggest mischief makers. And Cliff Hughes need to be prosecuted. Cliff Hughes is trying to change the narrative of the Prime Minister's statutory declaration for 3 years in a row cannot be certified. The Jamaican people don't know how the Prime Minister come by his riches. The Prime Minister enrich himself off taxpayers. And they are trying to change the narrative. Authorities to probe unprecedented arson attack on Garden House. Authorities to probe unprecedented arson attack on Garden House. You see how Mark Golding powerful. You see how Mark Golding and the PMP powerful. The same man who then call Fre. Mark Golding a Fre. He can't dress. He no have no charisma. A beaten tick. A preke. A the same man make the Jamaica Labour Party and Cliff Hughes they try to change the narrative. Attempt to burn down Garden House. You don't see what I go on Jamaica. They want to change the narrative. But you can't change no narrative around here. Because we bring the story when we feel like. Because we don't deal with 9 days wonders anymore. The state media in Jamaica may do that. The nasty CVM and TVJ. Dirty nationwide. The dirty observer and the nasty gleaner. The stinking RGR group of companies. They may bring 9 days wonders. But I know that we deal with round here so. We bring the message to the people when we feel like to bring it. You no control no narrative and control the airwave and the space. And we run things. And we not deal with 9-day wonders. All infirm women. Many of them were blind Jamaica. The exit were all blocked. And even those who could see their way out could not get out. Make it sink in. Make it sink in Jamaica. 150 old lady. I could have your grandmother. I could have your great grandmother. I could have your mother. And because Edward Siaga want Michael Manley to look bad. And the CIA they want to bring down Michael Manley. Because Michael Manley say, I will not bow to you guys. Them use Edward Siaga. And imagine our own Jamaican citizen. They say once a man, twice a child. Because when you are blind, you're gone back to a child stage. When you are old, you're gone back to a child stage. You are looking out for people to take care of you. the best way that they can. Because you are back into that baby stage. And for Edward Siaga and the CIA to burn, to burn, to burn, to burn these whole grandmothers and whole great grandmothers and mothers alive just for political power. Let it sink in Jamaica. Make it sink in Jamaica. The administration and the party that are burning in their DNA, who burn old people alive in the 1980s under the Jamaica Labour Party leadership. So if you can burn human being who is at your mercy back to baby stage again, and you burn them, you burn them, you burn them alive. So why would I be surprised for Andrew Holness and his administration to go and burn down an empty garden house? Why would I surprise? What is inside garden house? Some desk and microphone. So who cares? Just to change the narrative. Just to change the narrative. Authorities probe unprecedented arson attack on garden house. Mark Golding and the PNP. Mark Golding and the PNP force Andrew Holness and the administration to attempt to burn down garden house to change the narrative so that they can have a talking point and the media run with their story. But we ain't buying it because we know it's staged and it's fake. Burning is in the DNA of the Jamaica Labour Party. You don't have to want it. You can't run away from it. 150-year-old woman in an infirmary, and the leader of your party, former Prime Minister of Jamaica, Edward Siaga, and the CIA burned them alive. You cannot run from it. The facts is the facts. And before you argue with me, you argue the facts. Anyway, my viewers and subscribers, stay tuned to Aromatic Realistic TV. Like and share and follow us over YouTube. If you like the work, you know what to do. If you're not subscribed yet, we still around here. We're not going nowhere. Do what you have to do. Because that's how the thing said. We tell them, say, God and good road. Until then, my people, we will continue to say the signature word. Art of love. Art of love. Art of love. Out.